Question. How would you act as the pilot of a plane during an emergency? Express your feeling first. It is best to prove through examples that you can keep your calmness during such problems, and you can self-control the emergency situation and assign tasks for team members if necessary. Question. Did you ever have to modify the flight course in the past? Depend on the internal or external conditions. Pilots can reform the course in flight. It is a very important responsibility, and it requires a close contact with control towers and attention to detail. Question. What is the importance of proficiency in several languages for a pilot? Knowing only English may be just enough for a private pilot, who only needs to understand control towers. But pilots who have to fly publicly, knowing more than one language is neat and useful. Question. Pilots take many simultaneous responsibilities during flight. What can you tell me about this? Pilots take responsibility to navigate the flight, view and guide the activities of the team, check instruments, and keep track of the weather, control the height and air traffic. Pilots are required to perform all these duties and more, often at once. Besides, they're requested to have salient abilities in performing multitask and strong concentration. Question. How would you know you were successful on this job? A. Answer tips. There are several ways to assess. You set big challenges for yourself and met them. Your achievement is a big success. Your boss told you that you were successful. B. Answer sample. I am sure that I were successful. I have dreamt to work for your company, and I can do anything to make my dream become true. And I am really interested in this job, for my passion, not for money. Question. Why do you want this job? This question typically follows on from the previous one. Here is where your research will come in handy. You may want to say that you want to work for a company that is X, Y, Z, market leader, innovator, provides a vital service, whatever it may be. Put some thought into this beforehand, be specific and link the company's values and mission statement to your own goals and career plans. Question. Why do you consider yourself a suitable candidate for this position? The answer to this question lies in the preparation you did before the interview. It is extremely important that you research the requirements of the position well, and match them with your skills. For e.g., if the position requires an ASP.NET developer with a good knowledge of healthcare domain, tell the interviewer about your technical skills and your domain knowledge. Fresh graduates can talk about their technical skills, ability to learn and grasp things quickly. Question. What have you done to improve your pilot knowledge in the last year? Try to include improvement activities that relate to the job. A wide variety of activities can be mentioned as positive self-improvement. Have some good ones handy to mention. Question. What experience do you have in this job? For this question you first need to read and understand the job specification, as this will tell you what experience the interviewer is looking for. Your answer should relate your experience and achievements to that of the job role. Often interviewees will talk about experiences that are not relevant to the job role. This will only lead to the employer becoming interested in you. Question. Why should we hire you for this job? This is an important question that you will need to answer carefully. It is your chance to stand out and draw attention to your skills, especially those that haven't already been addressed. Saying, "Because I need a job," or "I'm really good," just won't cut it. Don't speculate about other candidates and their possible strengths or flaws. Make sure you focus on you. Explain why you make a good employee, why you are a good fit for the job and the company, and what you can offer. Keep it succinct and highlight your achievements. Question: why did you leave your last job? Stay positive regardless of the circumstances. Never refer to a major problem with management, and never speak ill of supervisors, co-workers, or the organization. If you do, you will be the one looking bad. Keep smiling and talk about leaving for a positive reason, such as an opportunity, a chance to do something special, or other forward-looking reasons. Question: what are you like working in a team? Your answer is, of course, that you are an excellent team player. There really is no other valid answer here, as you will not function in an organization as a loner. You may want to mention what type of role you tend to adopt in a team, especially if you want to emphasize key skills such as leadership. Be prepared to give specific examples in a very matter-of-fact sort of way. Question: what is your greatest strength? This is your time to shine. Just remember, the interviewer is looking for work-related strengths. Mention a number of them, such as being a good motivator, problem solver, performing well under pressure, being loyal, having a positive attitude, eager to learn, taking initiative, and attention to detail. Whichever you go for, be prepared to give examples that illustrate this particular skill. Question: what do you know about our organization? A typical job interview question, asked to find out how much company research you have conducted, is, what do you know about this company? Prepare in advance, and in a word, research, so you can provide relevant and current information about your prospective employer to the interviewer. Start by researching the company online. Review the About Us section of the company website. Google the company, read blogs that mention it, and check discussion boards and social networking sites. Use the information you have gathered to create a bulleted list of relevant information that you can easily remember during the interview. Taking the time to research will help you make a good impression with how much you know about the company. Question: what challenges are you looking for in this position? A typical interview question to determine what you are looking for your next job, and whether you would be a good fit for the position being hired for, is, what challenges are you looking for in a position? The best way to answer questions about the challenges you are seeking is to discuss how you would like to be able to effectively utilize your skills and experience if you were hired for the job. You can also mention that you are motivated by challenges, have the ability to effectively meet challenges, and have the flexibility and skills necessary to handle a challenging job. You can continue by describing specific examples of challenges you have met and goals you have achieved in the past. Question: how has your education prepared you for your career? This is a broad question, and you need to focus on the behavioral examples in your educational background, which specifically align to the required competencies for the career. Sample answer: my education has focused on not only the learning the fundamentals, but also on the practical application of the information learned within those classes. For example, I played a lead role in a class project, where we gathered and analyzed best practice data from this industry. Let me tell you more about the results. Focus on behavioral examples supporting the key competencies for the career. Then ask if they would like to hear more examples. Question: have you ever had a conflict with a boss or professor? How was it resolved? Note that if you say no, most interviewers will keep drilling deeper to find a conflict. The key is how you behaviorally reacted to conflict and what you did to resolve it. For example, yes, I have had conflicts in the past. Never major ones, but there have been disagreements that needed to be resolved. I've found that when conflict occurs, it helps to fully understand the other person's perspective, so I take time to listen to their point of view, and then I seek to work out a collaborative solution. For example, focus your answer on the behavioral process for resolving the conflict and working collaboratively. Question: what is your greatest professional achievement? Nothing says "hire me" better than a track record of achieving amazing results in past jobs. So don't be shy when answering this question. A great way to do so is by using the STAR method. Set up the situation and the task that you are required to complete to provide the interviewer with background context, e.g. In my last job as a junior analyst, it was my role to manage the invoicing process, but spend the bulk of your time describing what you actually did, the action, and what you achieved, the result. For example, in 1 month, I streamlined the process, which saved my group 10 man-hours each month and reduced errors on invoices by 25%. Question: how do you plan to achieve those goals? As a follow-up to the above question, the interviewer will often ask how you plan on achieving those goals. A good answer to this question will speak specifically about what you are going to accomplish and how you are going to accomplish it. Examples of good responses include, I plan on gaining additional skills by taking related classes, and continuing my involvement with a variety of professional associations. I noticed that XYZ company, the company you are interviewing with, provides in-house training for employees, and I would certainly be interested in taking classes that would be relevant. I will continue my professional development by participating in conferences, attending seminars, and continuing my education. Question: can you work under pressure? You might be tempted to give a simple yes or no answer, but don't. It reveals nothing, and you lose the opportunity to sell your skills and value profiles. Actually, this common question often comes from an unskilled interviewer, because it is closed-ended. As such, the question does not give you the chance to elaborate. Whenever you are asked a closed-ended question, mentally add, "Please give me a brief yet comprehensive answer." Do this, and you will get the information requested and seize an opportunity to sell yourself. For example, you could say, "Yes, I usually find it stimulating. However, I believe in planning and proper management of my time to reduce panic deadlines within my area of responsibility."